Good morning, guys. Okay, so day 5, here we are. I'm going to pretend that we didn't have all that technical issues, that I'm here on my news page doing the last day of the 5-day Kickstart because my group would not allow me. For some reason, Facebook did something strange and I couldn't do a live in there. So I'll post this into my free group, which is Women Thriving. So if you want to hop in there later on, check out the whole week. We've been doing that. Today we're just doing a bit of group. I'm going to show you some stretches as well because everybody is obviously, you know, we're tense, we're at home, we're sitting a lot, we're working over computers. So I just wanted to go through a couple of my faves. But in the meantime, today is about embracing you, embracing now, not waiting, not hiding, being bold, being confident. So, and I will quickly recap when we have a chat on the week, what we've talked about this week. So the idea of the Kickstart, if you haven't been following along, is to shift some energy, right? To move our body every day in a way that makes us feel happy. Create some new changes, like some new routines. We talked about smoothies, we had a smoothie recipe. We've talked about a bit of stuff. We talked about self-care, and I'm trying to think what else we've talked about. So I'm going to recap those things anyway. So if you haven't captured the whole lot, it's all recorded in the free group, so you can just go there, yeah? But the main thing is, by the end of the week, we wanted to have shifted some energy, some of that negativity, protecting your energy, coming up with ways to feel good. But today is about, you know, not waiting to wear the good earrings, put the bright lipstick on, wear your boots, you know what I mean? Like, just let rip, girls, let rip, because we've been holding back, and obviously with restrictions, all that, we're just tired, we're waiting. But I think the energy of now is like a superpower, right? So I'm going to talk about a couple of things we can do to really boost that energy of now, being in the now, and embracing you as you are, right? Not waiting to lose weight before you buy that beautiful dress you want to wear. You know, getting out the good wine glasses, having the Prosecco on the Friday afternoon because you want to, no other reason. Because one of the things that I post this week that is really relevant to, I think, a lot of women are saying, what's the point, right? So when you're getting into the doldrums and you're down that spiral, the rabbit hole, they're often saying, what's the point? I may as well finish off that tub of ice cream. I may as well eat the whole packet. I may as well have another drink, right? That may as well is usually leading you away from you, away from what is good for you, what helps you. And that's what I want to talk about because, you know, you are the point. You are the point. There is no other point. So I want to remind you of those times when we used to do things purely for the hell of it, right? No other reason, right? And we're just going to groove. So on a Friday, well, pretty much every day, you can put the music on and just shift that funk, shift that energy. If you're not into working out or exercising, then just put some music on and just have a play, right? And we used to do things for the hell of it, for the joy of it, for the fun of it. And now we're, you know, after a few years of being worn down by what everybody wants, it's like, well, what's the point? What's the point of, you know, doing my hair? What's the point of buying new clothes? What's the point? I'm going to wait. I'm going to hide. I'm going to wait, and so I want to help you come out of your cocoon, right? We're coming out of our cocoon, and that's what we're going to talk about. So I'll go through a couple of little stretches for you that I think are important. One of the easiest things to do is this, right? So shoulder shrugs, just releasing that tension. And you can do that with every part of your body, actually. And so it's a well-known relaxation technique. I'm going to turn this down. It's a well-known relaxation technique. It's to just tense all your muscles, relax. Tense, relax. But shoulders especially, because we are rounded and we're looking over our phones or our computers, just behind, stretching behind. There's probably a couple of really easy ways you can stretch, yeah? One of my other favorites would be the cat stretch, like your yoga cat stretch and your yoga pose. So don't forget that. You can even do it when you get up in bed, before you even get out of bed in your gym jams, right? So, cat stretch. Slowly lifting up, looking under. So every day we've done some sort of movement together. And that's the child's pose. Now if you find that your knees can't get back to that, that's okay. You can even sit on a stool and just let yourself relax over yourself, right? If you're sitting on a chair. Like you just want to be able to experience rounding that out and stretching that back. You can do that anyhow, right? And stretching your chest out. One of the things when we're sitting is this gets shortened. If we're sitting at a desk, this is short. We need to extend that. So if you're having trouble breathing and opening out, you need to open the chest, right? You need to open it right up, right? Lift. That's what I would suggest, because I know that we get tight. I know these muscles get tight. Diaphragms get tight. Like I get my chiropractor, she releases mine because it just affects my breathing from being so tight. So don't be afraid to relax and stretch, because that's what's going to make you feel better, and it's underrated what it can do for you, right? So now I just want to quickly talk about what's happened this week, why we did the Kickstart, and like my point was to try and help women shift some funk, get happy, even like the idea is that it comes from you, right? Things that you like doing, not dependent on external circumstances, not dependent on other people, right? You can almost work on being unshakable, right? In all circumstances. I'll just turn it down. Right. That's what you want. You want to be grounded and have some go-tos to go to, right? Things that you can go back to when the shit hits the fan, when things aren't going very well, when you're going down that rabbit hole. There's got to be one or two things that you can go back to that is a grounding, centering thing for you to do, right? That's always going to bring you back to you, bring your focus back to your health, put you at the forefront of your mind, not what's going on out there with other people, with the world. It's a skill, right? So it is a mindset skill. And like I said, I did a post on what is the point, right? Embracing now. Now, I actually had to go and change it because I know that it could be triggering, and I realized that because of the way of the world. I made that post a year ago. We were in lockdown, but it wasn't, as heavy as what we'd been going through emotionally for most people a year ago. So I've kind of reworded that because I realized that that's quite a triggering phrase. So I've rephrased it to, what do you do when you don't, when you think, I can't be bothered looking after myself? That's probably more the point, because it was regarding health. It wasn't regarding, anything else, right? So when we're not looking after ourselves, we're looking after everybody else. We're not focused on our health or our needs or honoring our needs. So today I just want to touch on embracing now, embracing the now energy of you, right? And using that energy, that now, to sort of blinker everything else. Forget about what happened yesterday. Don't think about what's happening tomorrow. Just stay in the now and use that power, right? And there is a great book called Power of Now, which is Eckhart Tolle, and he is a renowned speaker on this sort of stuff. But being able to focus on embracing as you are, right? Embracing as you are. Yes, our bodies change. Yes, we may not be what we were 20 years ago, so stop looking at those photos because it's irrelevant, right? And I do say that to clients. It's irrelevant what you used to do, right? I used to do a lot of things too. It's irrelevant, right? What do I want to do now? How do I want to act now? How do I want to think and be now, right? There's no point looking at that going, I used to be a size 10 and now look at me. you know, or whatever the thing that is that's bothering you, whether you were happy at that time and you were in a relationship and now you're not, you've had breakups, or you've had a career change, or your kids are empty nest, like they've left. Most haven't. Most are still at home. But you know what I mean? Like, what do you want now? And that's what we embrace. We focus on now. We get out those good wine glasses, we put on the red lipstick, we get those hot boots that you've never worn because you haven't been out for a year. You know, like you buy that dress that you want. You don't wait to get a size smaller so that it'll fit you, right? Because you're going to lose weight. And you will lose weight if you stop worrying about all the things, right? If you start focusing on healthy habits, right? It's not that difficult. However, focusing on that and embracing looking good now, right? I hear it all the time that they're going to wait. Don't wait. What are you waiting for? You're waiting for the world to be peaceful again. You're waiting for, that COVID 10 kilos to disappear. You need to feel good now because nothing else is going to change if you haven't done that. And like I said, as we're aging, it's not easy to embrace, I guess, I was going to say the loss of our body, but I wouldn't even call it that. I hear other people calling it that. I don't think of it like that. I think of it as a privilege, actually, and a gift that we can do things. So the question always is for me, what can you do now? What can you focus on now? What do you want now? What career, what hobby, what is it that's going to light you up? That's embracing you now, right? That's what we want now. No more waiting, hiding, from your family photos at the back, or just not doing selfies, or whatever the thing is, because you've got it in your head that you need to be something different. I think the only way forward is acceptance. And sure, you can work on things you don't like about you, and that's natural, and you have the right to do whatever the hell you like. So do that. Work on the things that you would like to do better or differently, but you have to be at peace, right? We have to find peace with where you're at now and start from here, right? Start from where you're at now. Look at your strengths, what you value, what you stand for, what you're about, all your gifts, your talents, the amazing things that you are. That's the light. Like, follow that. Follow the compass of what you value, and that will lead you forward, right? But yeah, no point looking backwards all the time and going, oh, I used to be. And I have a theory too, when we look back, I think it was a fun time. I think we thought we were fun, or we were having fun, and it was a great time of life, right? And I think it's not to do with the age, although a lot of women will blame the age thing, or the weight, but it's not that, actually. It's just being happy. I think it was a happier time, maybe, when you look back and you look at a photo and think that was maybe you're just unhappy and you haven't kind of worked out what you're unhappy about, and you haven't worked on that. So I tend to help women get happy first, and that's really important because it makes it a lot easier to do anything after that. Work out what's making you unhappy, and let's work on that. Let's move forward with that, right? So this week, I just wanted to recap. So it was about reconnecting mind and body, right? So you can't just be disconnected from your body, which a lot of us are. And that's why we don't like our bodies as well. It's why we're not moving our bodies. It's why we're not eating properly. It's like there's a disconnect. So reconnecting your mind and body through movement, through dance, through breath work, meditation, whatever it is for you, get moving, right? Just keep going, So that was day one. I talked about that. Day two was, let me have a look. I've already lost my mind already, my marbles. Morning flow. So starting your morning purposefully, like starting it well, right? Because it matters how you start your day. So you can be in control. You can feel like you're on point, purposeful, connected, present. I think being present, again, is another superpower. So talking about superpowers, mindfulness, gratefulness, right? They're probably the three really important, or you can say presence is mindfulness as well, because you're actually in the present moment and in the now. So they're real superpowers for life and life skills, right? And they will always ground you, bring you back to you. You can't be negative and grateful at the same time. It doesn't work like that. So I think if you are struggling, start there. Start with writing down what you're grateful for, creating a little morning routine that actually starts your day well, so you feel in control, not reactive but proactive, right? So have a look at that video. Day 3 was about nurturing with healthy snacks. So that's giving you back the energy that you need, right? You can't just keep running on empty and not feeding yourself. And I talked about mixes of good fats, carbs, or protein, right? So looking at that and how we can give you back some energy, and there were some smoothie recipes, right? And there's an ebook that was attached to that as well. I also, one of the other things I missed for the morning flow was actually creating your best day. So day 2, I actually posted like a little daily checklist, and it was broken into more of a balanced approach. My approach is always holistic and balanced and nurturing, right? So have a look at the spreadsheet, go back into that group. If you haven't been in there yet, it's phenomenal. We've done a great job this week. We've talked about a lot of things. But that'll give you a snapshot of your day and what you could add in. Like I put my ideas that you could add in or take out. You can create a daily checklist that will help you, again, ground you, get centered. It's not so that you can lose weight, right? We don't actually focus on that. I'm a weight loss coach that does not focus on that. I focus on inspiring you, activating you, motivating you, getting you energy back, getting you out of your head. And all those things add up to a healthier lady and who wants to look after herself. And then the weight isn't a thing, right? Just looking after yourself is the thing. That's what you want, and you'll get everything you want from that, right? But have a look at that. So healthy snacks, the daily checklist. So there was some good goodies in here actually that I've posted this week. Day 4 was about self-care being an attitude, right? It's about an approach to your world, approach to your health, approach to you, right? Honoring your needs, giving back to you, doing more things that give you energy, less that's leaking energy everywhere. And so I talked about things that would be self-care and how that can reduce your stress and make you feel calmer, calm your nervous system, calm your gut, calm the inflammation, all the things that's going on, all due to stress, right? Hormone imbalance, menopause symptoms, all stress related at the end of the day, right? You can rebalance your body, but you need to take care of yourself. So self-care was an attitude. So if everything was self-care, what would that look like to you, right? And so that's the attitude that I go forward now with teaching as well. Everything is self-care, right? So it's not special. It's not something you keep off. You wait till the end of the week. It's none of that. And today, which was embracing now. So day 5, so embracing now, having that now energy, getting out the good earrings, wearing that favorite color. Like colors are a really great way. Do your nails. I know we're in, most of us are in lockdown, can't do nails, but you can do your own nails. Like, remember that time? Remember when you were younger and you did your own nails, right? You can, if you're lucky, you don't have, pre-nails or whatever done, proper nails done. I don't have that. I can't be bothered with that, right? So dancing, moving, nature, walking. Now, embrace your now. Don't wait till you lose weight before you wear that beautiful dress. Go through your cupboard. Go through the cupboard and get rid of all the stuff that you've been holding on to because you wanted to lose your 10 kilo and you've held it for 20 years. Get rid of that stuff, right? If you need a declutter, start with your wardrobe. Get rid of, go for the nice fabrics. Go for the nice colors. Keep the things that make you feel beautiful and you love wearing. Have a wardrobe of things you love to wear, right? Forget the fact that we haven't been anywhere. That's not the point, right? Just go through that. And if you're holding on to stuff in case you lose weight, or maybe you'll get back to that size 10 or whatever, embrace now, right? Look great now. Get the jeans that fit now. Get the beautiful dress that fits now. You can do now. Don't worry about what you had before. we're going forward, we're actually even better. You're going to be wiser. You know, you can still be fit without being all or nothing. You're going to have less frustration. You're going to have less pressure, because you're going to be more nurturing and kind to yourself. You're going to get out of your head more, so you're not going to be drained mentally, because that's the other thing, is we're not drained physically in most cases. We are drained mentally because we have overthought things. We're trying to be perfect. We're trying to do all the things, and it's just wrecking our health, right? It's wrecking our mental health, our physical health. It's not a way to live. So we're trying to redesign and take all the bits that are really important for you out, yeah, and put that into your daily checklist, the things that are going to matter to you most, right? So that was our Kickstart this week. One of the things that I did start with day one was to pick one thing that you were going to work on, right? So whether you work on it for the week, whether you work on it for the month, whether you work on 3 things, what was the one thing you wanted to work on that was going to make a difference and get you started, right? This was a Kickstarter to get you started this week. What was that thing? Was it going to bed 10 minutes earlier? Was it going outside for regular breaks away from your desk or your family? Was it getting sunshine? Was it, you know, walking the dog? What was it? Was it drinking more water? What was the one thing that you were going to focus on? I would love to know that, to see where you're at, and if you would like help with that, or if there is anything bothering you, what is it that you'd like help with? And also I'll be offering to the group as well, and anyone that's watching this live on my business page, is to work together for the next 30 days to create that plan for you, to actually come up with the plan, right? I've got the plan, but I need to mold it to suit you, right? To work with you, work with your lifestyle, work with your stress, work with whatever's going on for you. I know how to tweak that. So coming up with a little offer that I'm coming up with, I've got an offer, I can't even speak, I've had a coffee already, coming up with an offer that actually will make a difference to your health, right? And to really start you off, not just for spring, but for ongoing, because these are sustainable things we're doing. They're not just quick fixes. I don't do quick fixes. I don't do just meal plans. I don't do just diets. I do nothing like that. This is actually game-changing mindset stuff as well that comes with this. But it's very specific in this case where I'll work with you. So you'll get 3 calls for the month, lots of messaging, contact, any tools, resources that you think you need. That's going to make a difference, that I think you need, that's going to make a difference, and support, like hand holding to get you through the next 30 days, but also give you that process, the steps, and then you can repeat that and repeat that and repeat that, right? And if you choose to work longer, then that's great. But that's what I think is going to move the needle, is that hand holding, right? Not just giving you something. I can give you a meal plan. I can give you a workout. That's not the issue here. A lot of women just need that hand holding and support to keep going, right? Especially on the tough days. But also I spend a lot of time helping women unlearn all the bullshit that they've got, as in diet bullshit or patterns, beliefs, things that they've been doing in the past but hasn't worked. That's why we're still here learning how to do this. And it is an ongoing process. We keep changing, so we just keep getting better and better, learning more things, opening up our mind to more things, growing. So really growing together. Like, you know, this isn't our first rodeo. We know what we're doing, but making it happen is the hard bit. And that's where I think that's where coaches can help, yeah. All right, I'm going to go because I've got to go and do some other things with some kids. And if you were in the group this morning, I apologize. I don't know what's happened with the Facebook thing, but it would not let me. It didn't give the option to go live. There was no live thing. I couldn't make it work, so that's why we're here. I'll repost this now, so you know you can always go back through all the videos in the other group as well. The Woman Thriving. This is my business page, and then I've got the free group where I do a lot of coaching. Yeah, so. Yeah, so this is like my business card, if you like, if you think of it like that. And then if you actually want the support and the help, we have the free group, and then I've got paid offers after that. So there is a little bit of a journey. So work at, you know, some people aren't ready for help, but they're happy to be inspired in the free group. So just go in there and check that out. But go through the week's videos. Each day I did something. We did a little bit of a movement. We did a little bit of a chat. And there was always a task or a gift, something you can take away. So I hope that was helpful, and any questions, let me know how you're going. Hey girls, I've got no glasses on, but I can kind of see a few ladies. Hello, hello. If you're not in the free group, jump in there. So we started on Monday, but they're all recorded. You can just go through it in your own time. And I hope that was helpful today. Go get out your red lipstick or whatever. I don't wear red, but I do wear pink, so maybe I'll get that out. Your good earrings. Embrace today, embrace you now. Yeah, you're beautiful now. There is no other time, right? We only have now, really. If you're into, you know, Eckhart Tolle and the power of now, we only have now. Every moment, joyful moments, is how it's done each day. That is the transformation, right? Step by step, day by day, baby steps. Let me know where you're at, where I can help you, yeah? Because there is a journey. Sometimes we're stuck at the start. Sometimes we're in the middle where we're still making excuses, but we know we need to do something. And then we move on to the hell yes, I'm in, right? I'm ready to kick this shit to the curb. So let me know where you're at, and I'll talk soon. And message me. I'm happy for a chat always. All right. See you girls. Bye. Thanks for joining us. Bye.